Hi guys, Freddie B on December 2nd, 30 days after the election, and where are we? Still in the same spot. Lots of litigation going on, lots of lawsuits being filed, lots of everything going on. If you think this is over, I'm reminded of my friend the ostrich who puts his head in the sand because he doesn't have the manual dexterity to stick his head up his ass. Unfortunately, a lot of humans do have that ability to do that. And if you really think that there was no fraud in this election, think about this. If your shoes were on the other foot, would you stand for what's going on today? I really don't think so. Do you trust the federal government? Do you trust the way your state tabulates the vote? Now think about that, because guess what? In 2 years, this is going to happen again. Actually, it's going to happen in January 5th with Georgia going on. So you got to decide whether you like the way that this happens. I think the only way to really make this fair, I hate to say this, but when we went to Iraq, you had to stick your thumb in blue ink after you voted, so there was no other way. You had to vote in person. And almost every other republic or democracy in this world requires you to show up with an ID and vote in person. This is the only place in the world where you can say, I am who I am, and if you don't believe me, I'll sue you. It's absolutely crazy. You know, here's something. I'm driving downtown. I gotta switch lanes. So if you're a driver, think about this for a second, okay? And it's a different subject. I'll get back to the other. I can do more than one thing. So I put my blinker on and go into the left lane. The guy behind me sees what I'm gonna do. I tell him my intentions and I slide over. The person in front of me sees me pulling behind her in her Prius, and she decides it's a good time to put her frickin' brakes on. I don't know why. The natural flow of traffic is going to keep me away from her. So if you do that and somebody pulls behind you, they don't want to hit you, they don't want to tailgate, they just want to get in the lane. So don't hit your brakes, idiot. You're going to cause an accident. Remember that, especially if you're traveling during the holiday season. You know, only in America. All right, so here's a question for everybody tonight. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican, if you're a Democrat, an independent, it doesn't make any difference. My question to you is, who is they? And what are they doing? In other words, you keep hearing that they stole the election, but do you know who they are? You know, I always wanted to be they, because that way I'd always be correct. I wanted to change my name to they. Now, if they is a left-winger like George Soros, you're not going to be really happy. If it's a ultra-right-winger like, I don't know, Newt Gingrich or something, they wouldn't be happy either. So the question is perhaps we should stop questioning the evidence and start questioning who they are. Anyway, back to the original thing. Do you really trust your government? This is the government that during the Kennedy administration said a bullet went through his head, went down his chest, through a seat, through Governor Conley and hit him in the leg, and managed to maintain a pristine condition. This is your government. This is your federal government that really doesn't tell you the things that you need to know. So, do you really trust your federal government? You know, we have to put up with them. It's because qualified people apparently don't want to run. Now, I'll tell you what. We have elected officials, and everybody loves their congressman, but nobody likes anybody else's congressman. I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal with you. I'm not a big fan of my congressman either, but he's the best thing I got because there's nobody else who's qualified. And you know what sucks? His son's probably going to run in his place and get elected. I want to be the guy that runs in this place and gets elected because, quite frankly, I go up there for one reason. I need the money. I need to live. Last but not least, it'd be very hard for President Trump to blame Joe Biden for the outcome of this election because Joe Biden was a placeholder. Joe Biden, it could have been, well, basically, it is an overripe banana, probably has more sense than currently Joe Biden. And I'm not saying anything bad against Joe Biden or people who have dementia, but Joe Biden is showing early signs of dementia, and God bless him. So you really got Mail Order Joe and Camel Toe that are coming in to office. And I can't blame, you can't be a Trump supporter and blame Joe Biden. Who you can blame is the left-wing part of America that really did a great job of basically stealing this election. Now, Biden's going to be president. Camel Toe's going to be vice president until such time as the 25th Amendment kicks in and they can get him out of there and put her in charge. And then, my friends, you got to be scary. So here's what you should wish for. Wish that Joe Biden gets everybody he wants in to all these cabinet positions. Because Joe, at the end of the day, is probably a moderate Democrat. So maybe there's a chance that the left wing won't be able to do what their plan is when they get old Camel Toe into office. It's a beautiful day. It was freezing cold here. It was like 46 degrees this morning here in Florida, which for us is just ridiculously cold. And with the wind chill, actually looked it up, it was actually more like 39 degrees. It's a gorgeous night. The moon is as huge as you'll see. So if you have a chance to get out there and take a look on the East Coast, it's really fabulous. Again, December 2nd, it's 8:51 p.m. that I'm recording this, and the moon's unbelievable. Super clear skies. Really, really great night if you want to be outside. A little bit crisp, so hold the woman you love or the guy you like or whatever tight, because you got to stay warm. So have a great day. I'll see you later. Ta-ta for now.